Welcome to AskTheLatina. Today we're going to talk about healthy chicas, balancing the food you eat with activity. Weight control is an issue for many in our country. A stable weight depends on balance between the energy you get from food and the energy you use. There is an obesity epidemic in our children. Today, 18% of children ages 6 to 11 and 21% of adolescents ages 12 to 19 are obese. The prevalence of obesity in America continues to increase, especially with kids in our Latino community. Today with us we have Maria Del, professor of Mexican folk arts. And Maria, thank you for joining us today in our program. Tell us about your profession, a Mexican folk art professor, and what role it takes place with the Latino community today in keeping our young Latinas healthy and active.
Oh, thank you, Terry, for having me. I work for Michigan State University in the Health and Nutrition Institute. Along with that, I do have my dance team. I went to the School of Art in Mexico. I wanted to know every single thing about dancing and how to keep myself in shape and in a good health too. So I started my dance team here in Michigan 7 years ago. And I just wanted to be focused on helping the Hispanic community, but of course it's cover everyone with this.
That's wonderful. Now you have a job working with health and nutrition with MSU. Let's take a look at right now a chart as far as body fat and how it contributes to obesity. Now, how does the body fat become a problem? We see here that we go from normal weight to more morbidity or obese, which is severe. Can you share with us a little bit about that, about what you've seen as far as why do we have so much obesity taking place in our community?
Well, nowadays there is a combo that for the one this happened, and the media entertainment is one of the causes, is one of the reasons that people are not doing physical activity.
Too much of
exactly more video games and more
yeah.
televisions, and the physical activity is decreasing in a very high number.
Yeah, plus we're sitting more in our cars, even as students, we're on the computer a lot longer, so a lot of that, but especially with our youth. Our youth seems to be more on video game playing and not wanting to do so much on that, right?
Exactly.
Now tell us about the folk dances you teach our young Latinas in our community. It looks like a fun activity for chicas to lose weight and to keep active. And how did you start doing this?
Well, that's a very good question. I was very focused on helping the Hispanic community when I came back to Michigan in 2007. And one of the reasons it was to keep the young people in touch with the heritage, with our traditions, with our roots. That was one of the reasons that made me, that I came out with this dancing team.
That's great. Wonderful. And then how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for 8 years now.
8 years?
8 years.
Wow, that's great. What inspired you to want to, I know that you have this education from Mexico, but what inspires you to continue, because you seem to be very, very busy?
Well, I started attending the different Hispanic agencies, and I became a volunteer to help, again, the Hispanic community. I wanted to do something productive for them. And I noticed that most kids who were born here, they didn't speak the language. Mm-hmm. They didn't speak our first language, which is the Spanish. And I had an idea to start my dance team to try to help them, to encourage them to learn the language and to keep the language.
To keep the heritage.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly. That was my first reason.
That's wonderful. I know myself, I was born here, but I spoke English or Spanish first and then English at kindergarten. But I think it's beautiful because not only are they embracing the as far as your culture goes, but also they're embracing the language, so it's beautiful. Now, school-based physical activity programs do not seem to promote greater overall activity levels and weight loss in children today. So parents should not depend on schools to motivate good diet and exercise habits in their children. And this is a reason for teaching. Is this a reason for teaching folk Mexican dance?
Well, that is a very good reason too. I like to provide them with a knowledge to improve their healthy lifestyle. And one of the reasons that I started my mother's dance team is to encourage them to be a good role model for the little ones.
Excellent.
To teach them. And now I have 2 teams actually, one for just the ladies to teach their kids, and one for everyone.
That's great.
I have little ones from 4 years old to adults.
Let's take a look at the clip right now about the dance. I believe this is the rehearsal, and these are very young girls. How old are these girls? What range?
I don't see the little ones from 4 years old. But I have a few of them, 4 years old, and I have 3 different ages.
Yeah, and these
2
are
to
like
5, 6 to 8,
Okay,
yes,
that's great.
10 to 12, and adults.
Now, how often do they go to practice?
We practice twice a week.
Oh, okay, that's great. And it's really neat how there's a lot of activity, there's a lot of steps they need to learn, and I imagine that there's different kinds of things that they have to do as far as learning the different songs that go with the different steps, and it looks great.
Yeah, Mexico is a very diverse country. It's an ethnically diverse country, so that's why we have a very different songs and a lot of different costumes, because every region has 2, 3, or 4. Every state has 3 or 4 regions.
And so they each have their own folk dance then? They have a different type of folk dance, right? It seems like?
Yes,
okay.
Exactly, and different costume too. So that's why we're very rich in
So which
this
region is this one? I know this is just practice clothing, that's all, but what region are they actually practicing for?
That is actually just a song that I use to warm up.
Oh, okay.
Yes, to teach them how to use the skirt properly.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But it's actually from Jalisco State.
Oh, okay.
It is in the middle of Mexico.
And then they have quite a lot of different steps they still have to learn, right? As far as how...
Yes, it's history, it's art. It's not just dancing.
Oh,
it is the language. It's, some of the songs are named with a dialect, so that's what they learn too. It's a lot of learning.
Yeah, and I bet the parents really appreciate having their kids really kind of in touch with not only some of the music that they're doing. And here's a little close-up of this girl that was watching how she was doing her steps. It was pretty cool. So she's doing a lot of steps there. There's a lot of steps to really learn, and you're actually kind of a little bit like flamenco almost. The steps are really hard, or kind of across from me when I see it, a little bit of flamenco and tap dance, but it's totally different.
Yes, it's different.
Yeah.
It is.
And then the shoe right here with the shoe. Those are those specific to Mexico? And
yes.
Can you find those
special
here?
shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, they have nails on the tip and the heels to make a noise.
Okay.
And the other reason is because we hit the floor very hard, so we don't have to hurt ourselves, our back, or
That's
our
really
knees.
great. That's great. So you have different age groups in the Latina dances.
Yes,
I see
we
that
do.
you mentioned about the youngest ones being, what age was it again? The youngest The
youngest one, 4 years old.
4 years old, wow.
Yes.
And then what's, you have older ladies as well. The mothers are probably,
Exactly.
and that's wonderful.
Yes.
So how often do the students practice for a show that they're going to do?
Well, it depends. We have a very big show now. It's up to I believe 2 hours.
Okay.
And it depends the performance, and sometimes they require us to dance 30 minutes, 1 hour. It depends on the requirements.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And where do they perform? Let's look at a video of your performance that you had over at the
all over
recently.
Michigan. Actually, we have it in Vegas, in Oklahoma, in Kentucky. We travel. Yes, I take them everywhere.
That's great. And now, with this one that we're looking at right now, tell us about the costumes. Where are they made? Are they made here, or did you import them right from Mexico?
Most of them, we bring them from Mexico because they are, some of them, they're hand embroidery. So here, getting them right here is very hard. So I don't think we'll be able to buy them around here.
They're beautiful.
Yes,
it's beautiful.
And
the feathers, those are, tell me about the feathers, because I was really intrigued with those.
They're natural feathers.
Peacock feathers?
They're peacock.
Wow.
Yeah, they're faisán, and they're different
they're all natural.
animals, yes.
Yeah, I can't imagine holding on to that headband and being able to jump so much like that. And now how about this one? This is, I assume this is Puebla.
State.
Yeah, I heard
exactly.
the music. It was beautiful. Yes. And this one is beautiful embroidery again.
They're the middle-aged girls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have.
There's a special tapping to this one too.
Exactly.
I noticed. That's
yes.
really nice.
All the different states have a different dancing style.
Is that their hair braided?
No, it's not. That is a braid that we made with yarn.
Oh, so attachments.
Yes.
Oh.
They're attachments. Yeah.
And now this one, you didn't need the shoes.
That is the mothers
That's
team.
the mother's team. That's wonderful. So
they do
all
great.
Latinas at all ages are involved, and that's wonderful.
Yes.
Now, in this one, they had the pineapple, and did they get to eat that after?
Yes, this song is a very famous one.
That's
from
nice.
Oaxaca, Mexico. They dance it in the Guelaguetza every year. It's a huge celebration they do, and this is a very special dancing.
That's beautiful.
With the pineapple, the flower of the pineapple. That is the name.
Oh, no wonder they're holding the pineapples then. So that's the name, the flower of the pineapple.
Yes.
That makes sense. It's really nice. Now this one was one of my favorites. I love
Chiapas, Mexico.
The music is so, I don't know, very live, and even the costumes are and those are a lot of embroidery in those dresses. They're just beautiful.
It is all hand embroidery.
Now a lot of these girls are actually 15, 14, and early college or college grades.
They are from 15 to college.
Yeah.
Because some of them are attending college now.
Yeah.
Like my daughter, she's attending college and she's dancing with me too.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And my granddaughter too, of course.
And now what department of Mexico is this?
That is Chiapas. Chiapas state is south of Mexico. Chiapas is a very rich state. They in culturally talking, because they have like 4 or 5 different regions.
Oh, okay.
So then they have 5 different costumes in the same state. So
now this one
Jalisco.
was Jalisco. This is what we know a lot. I don't know if this was this is not the hat dance, but it's a different song, right?
Yeah, this is one of the most representative from Mexico. Everyone knows about the charro and
the charro.
From Jalisco, Mexico. Yeah,
nice.
these go all over the world.
It's beautiful, and I love how they, that's got to be an art to be able to move those.
It is.
Dresses like a fan.
Very heavy.
Beautiful.
For all the.
Very nice. Now this is the hat dance, right?
Yeah, it is. That is.
So Lily, would you say that this is a fun way to keep chicas in our Latina community alive and healthy and active?
It is, absolutely. It is a very good way to keep ourselves in a very healthy way and in shape. And it's fun. We really have fun doing this. When we go to the different performances, when we do this, just practicing, it is a way to break a little the everyday that we go with a lot of stress sometimes. That is our day when we go to the practice.
And doing performances is very good and positive for these girls, especially the younger ones, so they learn how to be out there and not be frightened. And they'll use it in any kind of career when they have to present or anything like that, which is great. So teaching parents healthy lifestyles skills can lead to sustained weight reduction in moderately obese children, even those in ethnically diverse populations like among our Latino community. So thank you Maria, I really appreciate you coming here, bringing us and showing us some fun way of being able to be active, which is wonderful, being part of the Latino community and giving back so everyone can see. I'd love to be able to have you back here because I understand you're also teaching how to cook healthy. So in the future episodes, I look forward to having you back.
Sure. Thank you so much for having me, Terry.
Oh, thank you for inspiring us with the folk dance, and I encourage everyone to be inspired to take folk dancing from your Latin country, whether it's from Mexico, Peru, Colombia, from any Latino America country, and get on your way to be healthy, active life. So get going and be healthy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's wonderful.